Alrighty guys, welcome back. Time for episode 2. And I just gotta get this back working again. I should have had this done a little bit before this, but oh well. Let's see if this works. Hey, that works. Alrighty, welcome back. What's up, Mutt? So this is episode 2 of DDLC. In other words, Doki Doki Literature Club. And the same as last time, this was gifted to me by a really great friend of mine. And I just finally got around saying, you know what, it's time for me to start streaming it. So here I am. And this is the second poem I have done. Am I kind of quiet? Is that a little better? I swore I had this all set up just right, but it could have all went haywire like it has in the past. I'll try this too. I wonder why it's really quiet. Yeah, this is one that was actually gifted to me a while ago. Why do I have all these issues now? Did that make the audio any better? Much better. Sweet. I wish there's more I could do with the camera. Yeah.
camera I might have to suffer with for now. I'm using a secondary program just so don't have to look at the background. But hopefully I'll either get a better positioning for this stuff or figure something better out for the camera itself. In the meantime, hope you guys can bear with me with the camera at least. Push come to shove, I'll just take the camera off. But if you have not seen the first episode, I believe I had put this on my YouTube. Let me just double check here, make sure I did. If I didn't, well, I'm kind of a little screwed. I should have put it over there. I did. Okay. So if you head on over to my YouTube, then you will find the first episode of this over there. Hopefully I can kind of match the voices. If not, I'm sorry. I should have at least listened to my voice a little bit during that. But we'll see what I can do and go from there. But in terms of this game, basically it's a lot of, I got thrown into a literature club, and right now I'm on poem number 2, and as you can see right up here, I have to choose 20 words. Each word essentially corresponds with one of the 3 girls. And yeah, essentially, if I want to more or less impress a certain one, I try to find something that corresponds more to each one, and I essentially get bonus scenes for that one. So, going on with poem number 2, start with, I just chose 2 different ones. Okay. Well then. Number 3, misfortune, despise, uncanny, blanket, headphones, hope, defeat, promise, marriage, and calm. Let's see. Headphones. Number 4. Just looked over and saw those biddies, Captain Philly. Thank you so much for those. Much appreciated. Obviously never asked for, but always love the support you guys give. Biggest support I can get from you guys, just being here in chat. That's the biggest support I can get from y'all. But on to number 4. Fear, unrestrained, email, electricity, tenacious, unending, rain cloud, pout, vertigo, cry. I think pout. Yep. I am going for this one. I should remember their name. I know it's Sayori, Yuri. I don't know why I'm blanking on pink hair. But number 5, dark, wrath, friends, beauty, skipping, vibrant, time, excitement, silly, and desire. Let's go. Excitement. Okay, that's more Sayori. Alrighty, number 6. We've got chocolate, games, music, nature, journey, boop, empty, vitality, kiss, and prayer. We'll go games. Number 7, dazzle, strawberry, contamination, massacre, clouds, playground, lipstick, awesome, variance, and party. Let's go strawberry. Captain Philly Natsuki. That's right. That's right, Natsuki. Why I keep forgetting her, I don't know. Thanks for the reminder. Number 8. Together, sadness, fickle, breathe, pink, charm, sparkle, forgive, heaven sent, and bubbles. Big word down here. And let's go with pink. Ugh, another big word. Question. Papa. Disaster. Flying. Infinite. Incongruent. Giggle. Milk. Entropy. Death. That's another big word. Oh boy. Too many big words in one place. Let's go milk. Number 10, we're halfway there. Special, nibble, cheeks, bunny, judgment, cute, pleasure, holiday, swimsuit, kawaii. And let's go there. That actually worked. Number 11. Inferno, secretive, intellectual, lust, misery, starscape, ambient, tears, pain, melody. And lust went with more Yuri. Okay. Color, parfait, comfort, aura, climax, puppy, skirt, sunset, heartbeat, and philosophy. Let's go with parfait. Can never go wrong with food when it comes to Natsuki. Existence, crimson, raindrops, amazing, whistle, flee, play, nightgown, jump, and vivid. Raindrops sounds more like Yuri. Go crimson, and that was Yuri as well. Okay. Analysis, rainbow, poof, tragedy, daydream, doki doki, whisper, smile, unstable, and determination. Sayori is daydream. That is almost the epitome of her. Lazy, peaceful, imagination, joy, sticky, happiness, cage, extraordinary, hurt, uncontrollable. Sticky. Again, thing for food, baking. Natsuki is very one for baking, food, stuff like that. Sayori is, almost want to say kind of that airhead kind of person. Yuri is more that down-to-earth and very in-depth thinking. 16. Fireworks, meager, disoriented, jumpy, passion, depression, anime, fluffy, graveyard, and waterfall. Anime goes well with Natsuki as well. Candy, essence, flower, scars, sweet, shiny, rose, suicide, laugh, and covet. Go candy, dance, fester, cheer, ocean, valentine, landscape, disarray, portrait, sing, or bliss. That is true. Very true. And then there's Monica, which is, if you didn't see the first episode, you'll kind of see what Monica is about. She's just Monica. Not a very easy way of describing her besides she's Monica. Last couple, we got Vacation, Fantasy, Lollipop, Universe, Disown, Memories, Sensation, Lucky, Extreme, and Pure. Let's go Lollipop, and last one. After Image, Twirl, Bouncy, Fun, Bed, Wonderful, Horror, Hopeless, Alone, and Ribbon. And try that one. There we go. Alrighty. Now let's see if I can remember these voices. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Phoenix. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hee. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Uh-huh. Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. Wah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. And I see we have a new face in our chat that hasn't been here in a while. Hello, Pink Bunny. How are we doing? Captain, you're not the one that corrupted me. I've been corrupted ever since the start. Or should I say, we corrupted each other. I think that sounds a little more reasonable. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Phoenix to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. It has been a long time, Bunny. It's good having you back. And with just the sketch that you showed me the week or so ago, I honestly can't wait to see the progress on that. That thing is looking really nice. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hehehe. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. And let's catch up a little bit over here. Ain't that the truth? But in terms of that background, Bunny, from what I've seen already, I honestly think it may exceed what I had hoped for. So, keep up the great work. Can't wait to see the progress. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Fuck! Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Don't worry, my voice acting isn't much better. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Of course she would hug the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat, then goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. And Sayori with the cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around, and Monica isn't in the club room. Where is Monica anyway? Good question. And catching up just a little bit over here on chat before that gets a little too far away from me. Can't really? No, I have not hugged a cookie. At least not to my knowledge. There may have been a time where I did, but who knows? I may have. Yeah, I was told about the camera in the beginning. I am essentially using a third-party overlay app for the camera that basically gets rid of my background and does the background that you see here with the Phoenix and all that stuff. And I either wonder if it's that application doing it or something else maybe goofing up a little bit. I mean, with everything I have going, I probably am taking a lot of CPU. Let me see if I can actually get rid of some of these other tabs and stuff I have open that I don't really need open at the moment. I might have to take a look at the CPU stuff. And now, why would I hug a case of Oreos? If I do hug a thing of cookies, it has to be homemade, freshly baked cookies. Or at the very least, they have to be the grandma cookies. The ones that normally would come in the like 2-pack, but there has to be like a bigger package of them. If they had the oatmeal raisin grandma cookies like that, oh, I would so totally do that. Well, unfortunately, I do not have any cookies by me, so we will do a rain check on that. But, I might make something about stream points with that too. Tell you what, next time I stream, I will do another one of these, and you choose the cookies I go get. A fire cookie emote would actually work. Not sure how I'd really incorporate that, but I'll leave it to you, Captain Philly. Whether over Discord, Messenger, you know how to get in touch with me. Let me know what cookies you want me to hug on stream, and I will do it. Continuing on at the moment, I will catch up with chat here in a second. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Well, that's true. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Sounds good, Bunny. If I'm still alive by the time you get back, I'll see you back here. Other words, I will check you next time. Hope you have a safe drive. So, what held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. T-Bone! Welcome to the nation, my friend. Hopefully you do enjoy it here. Hopefully it's not too hot. If it is, well, I mean, you're joining a phoenix. You gotta be able to stand a little bit of heat. Anyways, welcome, my friend. Hopefully you do enjoy it here. Glad to have you. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Phoenix. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. And we all know how big those giant cookies are. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. ... It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands, then quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyways, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So, you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki. There's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki Natsuki grabs a stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? We've all come across our fair share of short people. Sometimes they're a little fun to make fun of, but let me rephrase. Not fully make fun of, but at least pick on a little bit, as long as you know them. I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops up onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. What's your point, Philly? I already knew that. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Ha! The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Wah! Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Ish. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Aha! There we go. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. What? The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it that told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Gah. I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead. Hup. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Phoenix. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Uh? But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. Of course. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Kya! Scene turns into chaos in a split second. Yes, that is. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you! Crash! The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of folks pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross! Gross! Yeah. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko! Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica! See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. Seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't... Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything. I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. This time. Oh no! My... I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. And she starts sobbing. Natsuki, are you... No! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. And she continues to sob. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club, and Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up, and I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Huh? That sounds really strange, coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect that at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I can do. The next couple minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright. That should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyways. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up. If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has a good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. This is what takes forever, the sharing and reading of these poems. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know. Hee hee hee. Told you. Yeah. I returned to my seat and slipped the book into my bag. Alrighty. Just real quick here, guys. Before I get into these poems, I just want to give you guys the heads up. Starting the first of this next month, I will essentially be doing a month-long charity event stream to where anytime I stream, even when I'm not streaming, I'll have something set up to where you can still come to my page on any one of my socials, go there, donate, whatever you feel like. But it's essentially going to be for the suicide awareness for our soldiers. Those of you that are in here that don't know, I was part of the military at one point. I ended up becoming one of the involuntary separation. If you want to know about that, feel free to shoot me a DM. I will kind of explain it to the best of my ability to you guys, but in hindsight, I grew up with a lot of military people. I've seen what even minor PTSD can do to people, and especially this day and age with all the technology, all the videos, all the media, and everything going around. A lot of it is sharing so much more of what people are not seeing just in a day-to-day life. Yes, I am Mutt. I just figured I'd touch on this right quick before I continue on and just kind of let people know about it. But the first and second I've actually taken off of work to kind of really jumpstart this, and then periodically during the next month I'll be doing other streams and stuff like that to where it helps get a voice out there for this stuff, because as we all know, at least if you've seen some of the stuff for the military, they are the few. They are a very big minority of the entire population, and yet we give access to other people these resources. But the more and more I look around, the more and more I see our military members, even people that have been discharged honorably, that have done 10, 15, 20 years of service, people that have been in combat, even people that have just been stationed countryside, not even overseas. To them, it feels like they're being abandoned. And this is where we as the people need to come in and show them. But there's a charity I'm gonna essentially be donating to, or essentially setting up for the donation page and everything. Excuse me. I continuously forget the name of this, but it is the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund. And let me do it this way. get rid of all this extra stuff that it doesn't need. Oh, that's not even the right one that I want. Let's do it this way. It's still checking. Okay. Those of you still here in chat, if you don't know about the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund, there's a link for you. And a lot of what I've looked at this group is it deals with a lot of the mental health of a lot of them. Just even looking at some of the page, Fallen Heroes Fund serves United States military personnel suffering the effects of traumatic brain injury and post-traumatic stress. And a lot of this stuff, even though it looks like these are focused more on that, it is a very good thing to get behind, because even though they're specialized in more the mental for the PTS, the BTI, it helps the servicemen. Anyone that's been in service, currently in service, it helps them. It gives them another option to do. And there's just so much that we as the people, I feel like, need to do for the servicemen and even the servicewomen that have served. But for now, that's all I'm going to touch on. I will be posting on my socials a little bit, giving you guys updates on how much longer we're going to be till that goes live and stuff like that. And those first 2 days, I do plan to kind of show you a couple videos on more or less what really got me going on this little charity kick for it. And even though I myself have never seen combat or any of that, I had a brother that was over there, and I could see what it did to him. And it took him a long time to more or less recoup what he was and get back to what was more or less normal to him. But more info on that later. Let's get back to this, get this finished up. If you want more personal information about it, feel free to reach out to me. And yeah. But back to the game. Who should I show my poem to first? Sounds good, Philly. We'll catch you later. And again, thanks for those extra 100 bits. Never asked for. Greatly appreciated. Love the support, man. You have a good night, and we'll check you later. Dot dot dot. Oh, I like this one, Phoenix. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does this mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. If I'm not sure exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Phoenix. I should go write that down then. Alrighty, and to continue. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty self could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Even if it helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show it to next? I'm going to save Natsuki for last. So let's go with Yuri. Ah, is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. Let's see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Phoenix. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need people to like them or anything. Yuri. I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I would probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Poem number 2. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Not sure what that word is, but classic something conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Phoenix? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. And off to Monica. Hi again, Phoenix. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. You've been spending some time with Natsuki, haven't you? You must like her writing style. Yeah. I think it's a neat way to tell a story. I don't disagree. Natsuki's poems may be cute, but they're also meaningful. I can see why you'd be into the style. I guess that means you're not as much a fan of Yuri's poems then. I wouldn't say that. I kind of like everyone's poems. That's true, but I'm sure you like some more than others, right? Like Yuri's used if I can read. Like Yuri's use of complex words and symbolism, or Sayori's way of expressing happiness or sadness in more direct ways. You must have some kind of preference, don't you? Not that it's a contest or anything. I was just curious, that's all. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. That was a big word. Surprised I was actually able to say it. Anyways. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess that's the way that I write. Sorry if you don't like it. Oh, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how you space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Those of you that have played this game before, you know what that kind of foreshadowed. Those of you that have not played the game yet, you're in for a treat. Time to go see Natsuki. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, no, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes, just like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Phoenix. Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that my voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I can tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She skims it over a second time, her smile not faded from her face. I see. At first I thought you liked her writing style, but you wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Phoenix? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Excuse me. Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monica's hand. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Of course. I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. But Phoenix wrote this poem. And we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Phoenix is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Well, I guess Natsuki has my poem now. Not that I really planned on keeping it. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm going to tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow, too, okay? Alright, I will. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Uh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hee. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off by helping everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Ah, of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she has done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was good, Monica. Ah, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Ah, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and it's structured that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Aha! Sorry, I giggled. Hee hee. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Ah. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Phoenix liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't quite work as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Phoenix. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Phoenix lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Now, if I'm reciting the poem and Natsuki has the poem, how do I have the poem? That makes no sense. Anyways, since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, it's called, why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she is still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's traditional trademark, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. Better not make me do that again. Ah, well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it works. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to write or to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There is no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hee hee. Geez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Phoenix. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I don't want her to feel bad. At the same time, I'm going for Natsuki this time, so... Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean... I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Haha, you admitted it! Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such an awkward question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alrighty. Poll number 3, I will end it here, guys. I do appreciate you guys stopping in. Again, I know he's already left for the night, but in case he does catch the recap, Captain Philly, thank you again for the total of 350 bits. Never asked for. Always love when you guys support me like that. Again, my greatest support that I could get from you guys is you just being here in the stream. Talking to me, giving me pointers, letting me know stuff or whatever. Having a conversation with me. For me, that's the best kind of support you can give me. Shows me you're engaged, you want to actually either A, get to know me, or B, just want to talk to me. Simple as that. Support doesn't always have to be subscribing, giving me money, giving me bits. That's all great and all for support. It helps me out to get other games, to upgrade my stuff. It's all great. I don't fully need it. Excuse me. But, again, thanks Captain Philly for all the bits that you gave. Thanks for everyone coming out. T-Bone, Bunny, Warmut that were in the chat, kind of talking it up a little bit. Really enjoyed all of you guys here. One last thing I'm going to touch on again right quick is the charity. Once again, starting next month, 1st and 2nd, I'm going to be essentially doing the whole recap, so to speak, of what brought me into doing it, why I'm having the passion for that charity stream. And again, Fallen Heroes Fund, go check it out, go see what it's about. We need to do something for these troops. They put their lives on the line. We need to give something back to them. So, again, just like with supporting me, any donation is not required. It's not expected. My biggest support, especially even on that stuff, bring your friend over. Have someone you know in real life or know another person online that you want to just have them either come over or share my stream with them, by all means, bring them over. I don't care if they give me money or any of that. They don't even have to follow me. Just come over, check out the stream, see if they like me, be there for the charity stream, help support the troops. That's what those streams are going to be about. Support for the troops. If I end up benefiting a little bit off of it, so be it. I see it as those streams are going to be for the troops. So, again, feel free to stop on by. Would love to see you there. And hope you guys do have a good night. And until next time, stay happy.